President Trump just laid out his vision for a second term in office in a convention speech in an unconventional location, the White House South Lawn. But before the president spoke, a St. Louisan took center stage on the final night of the Republican National Convention. Good evening to all of you. Thank you for being with us. I'm Ann Dorn.
And I'm Mike Bush. Ann Dorn, the widow of retired St. Louis Police Captain David Dorn, addressed the RNC. Captain Dorn was shot and killed by looters back in June while working security at a North City pawn shop. Ann Dorn, a sergeant with the St. Louis Police Department, called for the country to come together in peace.
I relive that horror in my mind every single day. My hope is that having you relive it with me now will help shake this country from this nightmare we are witnessing in our cities and bring about positive, peaceful change.
Here in St. Louis, two RNC watchers have a lot to say about Ann Dorn's speech.
5 on your side, Robert Townsend has reaction from David Dorn's daughters.
Two daughters of murdered retired St. Louis Police Captain David Dorn listened intently to every word Ann Dorn spoke during the Republican National Convention. Lisa Dorn and Deborah White watched Ann Dorn's speech from White's St. Louis home. The sister's 77-year-old father, Captain David Dorn, served nearly 40 years with the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department and then later as police chief for Moline Acres. In June, Dorn was shot and killed by suspected looters while working as a security guard at a North Side pawn shop. During her RNC speech Thursday night, Ann Dorn said she relives that horror in her mind every single day. Dorn, a St. Louis police sergeant, said her husband was all about service. David Dorn's daughters still say their dad's widow is making their dad's tragic death political.
My father was a registered Democrat, and he did not believe in many of the policies and many of the executive orders that Trump has put out.
And the two sisters did not support Ann Dorn speaking at the Republican National Convention.
My reaction after seeing her message still remains the same. You know, what happened to my father was a tragedy, and had it not been for that tragic incident, I just don't believe that she would have ever been invited to speak at the RNC.
I just want him to rest in peace. And I feel as though he's not resting in peace. I'm not resting in peace.
Now, I reached out to Ann Dorn and asked her if she has any reaction to the daughter's claims and concerns. Dorn said, quote, "Absolutely not." Now, for more on the RNC's final big night, let's go live now to Casey Nolan. He's in our studio.